These aren't my sunglasses. Okay guys, so I just got back from the movie theater. Wait, what? Huh? What's that? Come again? You're out of focus. Just hold on a second. Calm down. It's gonna be okay. It's gonna be okay. It's gonna be... Jeez, what did I just do? Much better. Okay, so I'm done stalling. Anyways, I'm Echo Grande. Hi, nice to meet you. Oh, don't worry about the bandage, I just slipped on some sand. Even though I am smack dab in the middle of the nation. But, no worries. I wanted to tell you guys something very important. I just saw a really good movie. I'm not just talking a really good Academy Award Best Picture, just... No, it was something more than that. Now, of course, since you're watching this video, obviously you're gonna know what it is, but I'm gonna go ahead and introduce you. Come on out, movie. Come on, don't be shy. Come on, that's right. There you go. There you go. There you go. Pain and Gain. So, jeez, this movie was really good. I honestly can't explain how good it was. I'm recording this right after I just saw it. You guys are probably gonna watch it 3-4 days later because I'm gonna procrastinate and keep putting this video off because I have other story projects and news and it's finals and I got 3 weeks left in school. I'm gonna be 21. I'm getting so old. Anyways, Pain and Gain. This movie, I can't necessarily say it defines genre, but it encompasses a lot. It's got action, it's got comedy, it's got very dark comedy, like, and there's a mixture between the two. There's those times where it's like, oh, that was so cute. And other times I was like, ha, ugh. But it was a really good freaking movie. Like, I'm gonna repeat that just so you guys memorize it in your mind. I'm probably just gonna get in your face and probably tell you that over and over again. It was a really good freaking movie. It was a really good freaking movie. It was a really good freaking movie. Anyways, for those who don't know, Pain and Gain is about Daniel Lugo. You got this really attractive bodybuilder. Wait, I'm talking about Mark Wahlberg. Mark Wahlberg plays Daniel Lugo, a really steroid-busting bodybuilder who is trying to live the American dream. Of course, he is told this by Ken Jeong, and we all know if we take advice from that guy...
What are you talking about, Willis? Not my problem. On these little Chinese nuts!
Of course, it's gonna end bad. So over time, you start to meet the other two protagonists. You've got Anthony Mackie, who plays Adrian Doorbell, and Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson, who plays Paul Doyle. Basically, the whole plot of the story is that they have this guy, Tony Shalhoub, who is playing Victor Kershaw, and they plan to torture him and extort him for his money and everything he owns. Now, this is where the true story and the comedy start to combine, and it becomes something that only if you're an open-minded person and you have a tolerance, you would be able to understand. I'm not going to talk about a lot of the plot summary right now because I don't want to give a lot of spoilers away. I want to make sure that you guys hear my opinion over how I walked out of this movie, and then give it to you guys. I'm looking at the cable for some reason, I don't know why. The acting was pretty good. I mean, it's something to expect out of a Michael Bay film. But I gotta say, the script, whoever wrote it, even if it was based on the articles that had the true story, the facts in it, it was still pretty clever. The Rock was probably the most adorable character ever. This is probably his most innocent, this is probably his biggest attempt to play an innocent character. Because we all know The Rock, he's not an innocent person in most of his films. He either becomes the bad guy, or he becomes a vigilante, or something that is ultimately B.A. But just the sheer amount of innocence that this guy tries to portray, I mean, he always cites the Bible when he's committing a crime, or he has a cross around his necklace when he's holding his own severed toe. I will say that because it is actually quite hilarious seeing The Rock holding a toe. Because it's kind of ironic. This is The Rock that we're talking about. I digress. Either this wasn't as bad as it could have been based on the real story, or I have a really high tolerance. Because these guys did some really sick stuff. Their first target was Victor Kershaw, who the real character that he was based on. His name was changed, so they save his identity. But then there were other 2 victims involved, but these guys actually got killed. This gang murdered these people. And the film depicts quite a very subtle amount of everything that was included in the true articles. Just as the movie went on, it was hard to believe that it was a true story. I have to admit though, near the end they do this really clever thing where they convince us that it's still a true story because of the amount of ridiculous things that go on. They actually pull in a caption that says, "Still a true story." And at the end, they roll the credits and they show the actors and then the characters, and it just becomes mixed up because you start to see the reality, like, oh, these were based on real people. A lot of people I know are going to, and I've already seen it, they're criticizing this film based on the fact that it wanted us to have sympathy for the main protagonists, who are the Sunjin gang. But I didn't see it that way, because a lot of the comedy out of this film is based on the stupidity of these people. I swear, I really hope they weren't that dumb in real life, because seeing the ways that they talk to each other, it was hilarious. I couldn't help but laugh because their dialogue was so clever that I just keep thinking to myself, these were real criminals, they did these real things. Anyways, I just wanted to take a moment right now to say if anyone out there feels insulted by this film, or anyone that has a relation or personal belief for the families that suffered through this, my sympathies go out to you, because I have no intention to support the things that these people did in real life. The whole theme of the movie is that it's all based on the American dream, which is what Ken Jeong tries to teach him. He plays a character named Johnny Woo. Oh, that is definitely not a stereotypical name. Nope, definitely not. Stereotypical? No, Johnny Woo. Psh. Anyways, I just couldn't help but laugh at all the clever lines and just the comedy that was put into the stupidity, because that's what we're laughing at. We're laughing at the stupidity of these criminals and how they're trying to be these terrifying people, but they keep failing. The whole idea of the American dream, come on, Lugo, seriously? The American dream is not ending up on death row, man. Sorry. When I walked out of this film, I had a really fast walking pace. I pulled up my phone and started texting random friends, got into my car and pumped up some awesome jams. And I just drove home, turned my camera on, and started filming this video. This movie made me feel good because even though I know I can be an idiot sometimes, I mean seriously, anyone in America can be an idiot. We all make those mistakes. I know I'm not stupid enough to try to steal someone's money, and then once I get their stuff, that I try to kill them multiple times, and I still fail, and then I end up killing someone else, and it puts me on death row. That makes me feel pretty good. Not the idea that this didn't happen to me, I really hope that it doesn't. But anyways, I digress. I have to say, after seeing Pain and Gain, Michael Bay has redeemed himself, even after the 3 broken promises he's given me with his Transformers films. Because we all know how that turned out.
I am directly below the enemy scrotum.
But all the comedy and material in this film definitely is up there with Bay's other film, The Rock. Especially all those moments with Nicolas Cage.
In the name of Zeus's butthole! What do you say we cut the chit-chat? A-hole! Maybe!
This film is definitely worth watching. That's really all I got for this video, but don't worry, I have more material on the way. Now I'm gonna go shoot up some steroids and work out. One of those things is true. Can you find out which? Have a good night, ladies and gentlemen.